As many people know, being an actor in New York City, survival work is key. You have to have survival work because A, New York City is fucking expensive, and B, you don't work a lot as an actor. There's a lot of downtime in between, and especially when you're first starting out. And for me, finding survival work was really tricky at the beginning. I didn't quite know what to do because I'd never really done anything else. And so I remember somebody said, yo, you should cater. So they recommended me to this like modeling catering place because who am I? I'm a supermodel. And I don't know what I was thinking. And the guy interviewed me and said, have you catered before? And I was told to lie. And I said, yes. Oh yeah, I've catered a lot. And he put me on my first job like the next day. I had to go buy like $100 tux. Show up at this place called Copacabana. And I walk in and they say, introduce yourself to this guy who's the manager who's like French. I don't remember his name, and I found the guy. I was like, where is Guillermo or Francisco or whatever his name is? And I find the guy and he says, oh yes, he looks at this thing, oh yes, Bret, you are downstairs at the Kosher buffet. Well, Kosher buffet, I don't know what that means. I'm this, waspy Methodist gay boy from Southeast Texas. So I didn't really know what that meant, but I said, okay. I mean, I knew it had something to do with, like, meat or something. So I go downstairs, and I find this table, and all of a sudden the party has started. And very quickly I realize that the kosher buffet is in the only smoking section of the entire building. You can't smoke indoors in New York anymore, so that tells you how old I am. So I realize a line is forming of Jewish people who want their kosher food. And meanwhile, there's this waspy boy, like, just working the kosher buffet who knows nothing about kosher food. I go upstairs, I find the kosher food, I start bringing it down. I had to carry it down like 2 flights of stairs, and it was hot. I get it downstairs, and I realize the burners aren't lit. And this one woman, I'm trying to light the burners underneath the food with the food on top, and I'm burning my fingers with this little rinky-dink lighter, and this woman says to me, are you Jewish? And I said, no. And she goes, you can't light the fire. You can't light the fire. Only a Jew can light the fire. I said, light the what? She said, the fire. The fire. Give me the lighter. So I give her the lighter, and she goes to light the burners, and she's burning her fingers now. And I'm like, are you sure? Like, I don't know anything about kosher tradition, so apparently that was true. She gets the fire lit, and then I go to take the aluminum lids off of the platters. I'm getting one, and just as I'm, like, getting this first one, my finger slides against the aluminum lid and slices open. So now you have a waspy Southeast Texas Methodist boy's blood on the kosher food. So I had to leave the buffet, go find a Band-Aid, come back, try to finish the food, and then I thought it was self-serve, so I just put some spoons in the food and said, here you go. Well, they only brought me like 20 paper plates for this 1,500 person party. Pretty soon the paper plates were gone. And I realized there were like black people taking the food, there were like people who did not look Orthodox or Hasidic or wearing yarmulkes or anything taking food. And before I knew it, all the paper plates were gone. And people wanted more food. I didn't know what to do. Like, then if I go get plates upstairs, then that's not kosher anymore, right? And so I brought some plates down, and there was this guy there, and I said, are you a rabbi? And he said, yeah. I said, will you bless the plates? I don't even know if that means anything. Anyway, I swore that night I will never cater again, ever. It was a nightmare. But the truth is, I've catered in the last year. I catered again for the first time, and it was much easier than I remembered. I don't like to carry drinks, though, especially in long stem glasses. Nah, I don't trust myself. They'll break. What about you? Have you ever catered? Do you have any nightmare stories about catering? Yeah. I have other survival stories. Maybe you'll hear them at some point. Subscribe to my video here, and make sure you stay in touch with me on my website. There's all kinds of information happening. I've got a show opening tomorrow night, Monday night this week, as part of the New York Music Theater Festival. And then I have a show on Tuesday, the 30th of July, called Evolution of Love. So I hope you'll come make it, and leave a comment below. Let me know your worst catering stories, or any of your thoughts about a white boy, a white waspy Texas boy, working with Orthodox Jews. Thanks for joining the Bret Work.